Good morning, all. Today we are going to see the topic logical agents. So, what is a logical agent? An agent is a representation of knowledge, its goals, and current situation. Logical agents is collection of sentences in logic. By using logical sentences, the agent decides what to do by inferring knowledge. That means conclusions. The conclusions are achieved by certain action or set of actions to appropriate to achieve its goals. Knowledge or representation are important to logical agent because they enable successful behaviors. So, knowledge or reasoning are important to logic agents because they enable successful behavior to achieve a desired goal, that is, logical agents. The logical agents has represent knowledge of its world. So its goals to achieve variety of tasks such as planning, natural language understanding, game playing. Here, the planning logical agents have used to plan routes for robots, to schedule tasks, and to generate plans for military operations. Natural language understanding logical agents have been used to understand natural language queries, to translate languages, and to summarize text. And the game playing agents have been used to play games such as chess, Go, and poker. Once again, the logic agents have been used successfully in variety of tasks such as planning, NLU, that is natural language understanding, gameplay. And the next we have to see the knowledge-based agents. So the knowledge-based agents are the central important of acknowledge and the knowledge base contains a set of sentences in a formal language. Sentences are expressed using a knowledge representation language. The two generic functions are in knowledge languages are tell and ask. If we move for tell means add new sentences to knowledge base. Tell it what it needs to know, that represents the tell. Ask. Ask means a query what is known from the knowledge base. Tell means add new sentence to the KB or the knowledge base. Ask the query what is known from the knowledge base. That is the difference between tell and ask. So knowledge base agents, the central component of a knowledge based agent is known as knowledge base. Knowledge base contains set of sentences in formal language. Sentences are expressed using knowledge representing languages. So two functions are used for this. One is tell and another one is ask. So we know the difference between the tell and the ask. Next, knowledge. What is the logic? The logic, okay, logic is a key behind any knowledge. It allows a person to filter necessary information from the bulk and draw a conclusion. So a logic means Logic is a key behind any knowledge. There are three main components of logics are there. One is syntax, second one is semantics, and third one is logical inference. So the three main components are syntax, semantics, and logical inference. First one, the syntax. It is the sequence of specific language which should be followed in order to form a sentence. So we know that if we move for any formulation or any algorithm, we have to use a certain format. So that format is we have called a syntax. For example, in object-oriented programming, we are how to represent a variable. We should be use a syntax. That syntax for representing a variable, there is a variable name which is followed by a data type. Like that, every formulation we have syntax. Likewise, in knowledge-based system, the agents also have syntax. For example, the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is a well-formed syntax. Like that, our agents also have a definite syntax. And the next one is semantics. Semantics, the sentence or a syntax which a logic follows should be meaningful. So we have a syntax, how we can form a meaningful thing from the syntax is called as semantics. Semantics defines the sense of a sentence which relates the real world. And the next one is logical inference. So the logical inference means to infer or draw something, some conclusion about some fact or problems. Logical inference is thinking all the possible reasons which could lead to a proper result. Inference algorithms used to perform the logical inference. So let us see the diagram which is related to the mechanism how the data is accessed from the knowledge base. So we know that this diagram first the tails. We know that the tails which is store some data or new logics in the knowledge base. Ask it is perceive or receive some knowledge from the knowledge base. Okay, that is the mechanism of an agent algorithm or an agent program. And the next one, knowledge-based agent. So the diagram represents the detailed knowledge representation of an agent. The details of a knowledge representation language, the abstract. Under these three functions, the functions create an interface between two main components of an intelligent agent, that is sensors and actuators. I think we are already discussed a lot of notes regarding the sensors and actuators. So we know the differences between the actuators and the sensors. Okay. So the knowledge-based agents is the detail of knowledge representation language, abstract under these functions to create interface between the main components of an intelligent agent. So that we know that the main components are sensors and actuators. Next, knowledge, the functions we are discussed in knowledge-based agents are: one is make perfect sentence, make action query, make action sentence. First one, make percept sentence. In this function, returns a sentence which tells the perceived information by the agent at the given time. So the first function which specifies the function returns a sentence which tells the perceived information by an agent to a given time. So at the appropriate time, the function should be given. And the action query, the function returns a sentence which tells what actions the agent must take at the current time. So at the current circumstance, the agent, what action is taken for a particular problem that is mentioned by this function. Make action query. And make action sentence of function. The function returns a sentence which tells an action is selected well and it is well executed. You understand? So this function or the sentence is tells one action is taken for us problem and the problem is solved or it has to be executed well. It is specified by this function make action sentence. And the next, the architecture, which explains represents the various states, such as it represents the state of actions, incorporate new perceptions, update internal representation of the world, deduce hidden properties of the world, and deduce appropriate actions. So the knowledge agents have the functions and persistence. How to we can store a data from the to the knowledge base and how to we retrieve a query from the knowledge base. We have to describe here. So these are the types of knowledge agents. One is meta knowledge, heuristic knowledge, procedural knowledge, deductive knowledge, and structural knowledge. Okay, the next one is meta knowledge. So the meta knowledge is one of the knowledge in the knowledge base. So these are the type of knowledge. One is meta knowledge, one is heuristic knowledge, one is procedural knowledge, and another one is declarative knowledge, and next one is syntax knowledge. Okay, so these knowledge cases or the types of knowledges are described in the knowledge base. Okay, based on the category, we have to categorize the knowledge in these 5 types. Okay, the next we will see. Thank you. The next session we will be seeing the types of knowledges.